Anmanette hadn't eaten in 5,000 years, yet there wasn't the slightest sign of decay on her body. Strangely, her face was covered in ancient scriptures, and her yellow double pupils gave her an eerily beautiful appearance. People had bound her tightly in chains, constantly injecting large quantities of toxic mercury into her body, for only this could suppress the terrifying evil power within her. 5,000 years ago, Anmanette was a princess of ancient Egypt. As there was no prince, she was the sole heir to the throne, but just before her coronation, the pharaoh had a son, and decided to pass the throne to him instead. Consumed with resentment, Anmanette summoned the god of death, and made a demonic pact with him. The god of death gave her a dagger embedded with a ruby. As she took hold of the dagger, which contained the power of death itself, mysterious runes symbolizing the god's dark energy began to spread densely across her entire body. At the same time, her eyes evolved into those unnatural dual pupils. She had acquired terrifying dark powers. Because the princess was guilty of great sins, and had inherited the powers of the death god, the royal guards turned her into a living mummy, sealing her in a cursed sarcophagus, doomed never to be reborn. 300 years later, a scientific research team discovered an ancient tomb. When they opened one of the coffins, they found the ruby-encrusted dagger. The death god Set smiled wickedly. He summoned a venomous spider, which crawled into a researcher's ear. Moments later, the man lost control and smashed lab equipment with a giant axe, freeing the millennia-old mummy. Anmanette began to regain some of her power. The release of ancient evil energy shattered all the glass in the laboratory. Like a beast breaking free from its cage, Anmanette walked the streets, her burning rage for vengeance blanketing the entire city. She slowly spread her arms wide, and a ferocious sandstorm instantly swept across the city. In this new world, she intended to rebuild and reshape her own ancient Egyptian kingdom. People had no choice but to run for their lives.